Good morning, student. My name is Anand Vijay. Today we discuss the revision lecture of part 2 belongs to the first chapter of Introduction to Number System of class 7. In last video we have discussed about the which kind of number system used inside the computer, that is the binary, octal, hexadecimal and decimal. Their range, their base also defined. We have the last lecture in the notes form I have pinned down and discussed. In this video lecture we have discussed about the conversion process. Conversion means what? One number system value is converted into the another number system. Students, there are the two kinds of conversion system. In the number is firstly given in the decimal, you have to convert into the binary, octal and hexadecimal number system. Second process, the number is given into the another number system like a binary, octal or hexadecimal, and you have to convert it into the decimal number system. So mainly there are the two kinds of conversion system. In this video, revision video lecture, we have focused on the first decimal. A number is given into the decimal, you have to convert binary, octal and hexadecimal. Which kind of process you have to follow? Suppose here given the example, you have 3, 4, 5. The base is 10, that is the identification of decimal number system, and it can be required base is 2, that means you have converted and obtained the value in the binary. Then again the same value is converted into the octal, the base is 8. Again the value is converted into hexadecimal, the base is 16. That is the mistake here. The base is 16. Okay, what the process we have to follow? We have simple follow the factorial process. Factorial means what? You have performed the division, quotient and remainder process. In this case, which is the required base? Which required base you have to convert? First you have asking to convert into the binary form, you convert by the 2. If you asking the value convert into the octal form, you divide by the 8. In the next time it will be divided by the 16. That's why we obtain the hexadecimal value of the decimal number system. And this division process is continue going change till the number is going to divide, and we put the remainder right of the form. We at first define the quotient and then we define the remainder, and finally we got the output in the bottom to top manner. That is the output. This is the simple process. You have find out in the example here. In example you have clarify all the steps that are written here. Here the value is 3, 4, 5, that is divided by, we obtain the binary value at first, so we divide the 3, 4, 5 by 2, and it perform the division till the number is going to perform the division till the number is going to perform to divide. Okay, and the remainder we have written in the right side of the manner. And lastly we have write the remainder in the reverse order, that is bottom to top. We start from 1 0 1 0 1 1 0 0 1, and that is the output of binary number system. In the same process we have obtained the we have divided by the 3, 4, 5 in the again by the 8, and here it is the quotient and here it is the remainder. Again we divide the 8 by 43 5 times, and the remainder is here 3. Then we have gradually write on to the reverse order. 5 3 1 is the output in the octal form of which number? 3 4 5 decimal number. In the same process we have here in the hexadecimal, we have divided here by the 16. 3 4 5 is divided by the 16, and the division, the entire division process will be occurred in the two times. We have find out the first time the quotient is 21 and remainder is 9. Again the quotient is 1 and remainder is 5. And gradually we have obtained the value and write into the reverse format, that is the output. 159 is the output of hexadecimal number system. So student, it is very simple. When a number is given in the decimal and you have converted into the another format, so you use the required base number system and perform the division till the number is going to the divide and obtain the value from the reverse to top, that is the output. I think this video lecture is again help you to understand the knowledge.
Thank you. Have a nice day.